welcome back to another Toro video. If you're new, I'm To and this is Toro Energy, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today we are discussing, I'm kind of sharing tips on traveling solo, and especially coming from a woman's perspective, there are really some key things you'll need to consider when traveling by yourself. I am currently on a solo trip at the River Crossing Lodge, and I thought this was the perfect setting to. My hair is such a mess. I thought this was a perfect setting to talk about tips on traveling solo. I hope you enjoy, like, share, and subscribe. And a tip that I learned. Okay, so the first time I traveled by myself was Cape Town 2018. I think I was 21, turning maybe 22. I actually wasn't meant to travel by myself. It was supposed to be a friend trip, a girls trip, but my friends at the time, they didn't end up requesting enough money or something like that. They didn't manage to get enough money to pay for their tickets. I'll go ahead of them, and they'll find me there. So at the time I was working as an intern, so I got paid, and I was like, you know what, let me just go. So that is actually how I ended up traveling by myself. But as time went on, they just didn't manage to get enough money, and I was in Cape Town by myself. Oh, and also, if you haven't seen the Cape Town video, I'll put the link somewhere there, and you can just click it and watch. So the first tip that I learned on solo travel is be courageous and just do it. Just do it. Just do it. And at such a young age, because on that trip I was scared. The bus rides, getting an Uber, because we don't have Uber in Namibia, getting an Uber, asking strangers like, hey, can I please use your phone, can I call a cab, can I do this? Just do it. Just do it, no matter how scared you are, or no matter how worried you might be. Just do it. Another tip would be, do your research. Before I left, even on the bus, right, I was researching what is the closest place to my accommodation. Is it walking distance? Do I have to take a cab? Is it in a safe neighborhood? But try not to also fill your mind with so much fear. Try not to do that, because it can easily happen. The tip that I would suggest is ditch the cabs and walk now, if it's possible. What's the next tip? No one knows that you're there, so have fun. Like, especially if you go to a new country or a new town, no one knows that you're there, so just have fun, express yourself, do what you want to do in a decent manner, of course. Okay, so that was actually the first time, you might not believe it, but that was actually the first time that I wore a bikini. Because thick, and here you go to the beach, you'll find half of your whole high school there. So I was just like, you know what, in Cape Town, I'm just gonna have fun. And I wore my bikini, and I felt so sexy, and I just felt so good. I didn't even wear a cover up. I was just embracing it all. So no one knows that you're there, so just have fun. Remember, in a decent manner. Another tip: be somewhat familiar with where you're going, or like your surroundings. Just ditch the cabs and take a walk. You get lost in your surroundings. Things that you might have never noticed in a cab, you'll definitely notice it when you're on foot. You do the shimmy, it's good. If you can, stay at a backpacker. If you can, and if you want to. The reason I say this is because when you stay at a backpacker's, you are bound to meet a whole bunch of other travelers that you probably won't meet when you are in a hotel or even worse than Airbnb. And I met the loveliest girls, as I mentioned in that video. I met the loveliest girls who went on that trip, who was surprisingly from Namibia as well. I wouldn't have had such an experience such a great experience if I hadn't met them. So stay at a backpackers if you can. They are always super affordable. It is another alternative to, affordable accommodation. Okay, to be honest, no, wait. I started off experimenting, by being by myself, with just going out with myself, doing things by myself, and it's awkward. It really is. When you go to a restaurant and you order a table for one, it's weird. People will look at you like, start small. I'm not just gonna say go book. I'm not advising you to go book like a trip to Spain for like a month. If you can, go ahead. You'll have hella fun. You can start small. Just book 2 days maybe, but a lodge just outside of the city, like I did at River Crossing. And just be by yourself. Do what you want to do at your time. I think that's another tip, or let me say benefit of traveling by yourself is that you get to do what you want to do when you want to do it. And no, you don't have to convince anyone. You don't have to drag anyone or anyone to be like, no, but are you sure you want to do it? It's just you and your peace. And I think even like, who wouldn't want that? Another thing, make sure you have enough money. Plan for emergencies, especially if you want to go and do a little shopping as well. If you're like me, you're gonna go over budget. Your shopping budget is going to eat up your money. And also, don't carry a lot of cash on you. Keep some on your card, and then keep some, for transport or to pay for activities. But keep like some money in your bank card. Don't carry so much cash on you. Oh wow, a bird! I think those are the most important solo trip tips that I can share. Please do comment down below if there are many more trips that I didn't consider, but you definitely do consider. I would love to hear on what are your solo trip, must haves and must do's. So I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will continue eating breakfast and enjoying my beautiful scenery. Ciao, guys. Okay, so I am showered, and the reason I'm so jittery is because something you might not know about me is that I am terrified, traumatized by baboons. I cannot function when I see one. Ever since I was a child, and I've carried this fear. Why am I whispering? I have carried this fear into my adulthood. It's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still scary for me. It takes my breath away. So I was about to shower. I opened my window, I was about to shower, and then I looked out the window and I was like, okay, I can see a family of baboons, but they're foul. Yeah? They're foul. And I told myself, Vicky, if your spirit, your energy changes to fear, they're gonna come to you by definition. They're just gonna come. And I kept trying to talk myself, Vicky, it's okay, they're foul, they're gonna go. There's like a lot of other rooms they could go to. It's not only you. And I calmed down and I just kept checking. And Just as I was about to step in the shower, I see a giant looking out my window. And it sees me. I see it. It does this, and then it looks away. And I'm still there, like I'm still there looking at it, and then it moved like away from where I was sitting. And then I go, and I'm like, let me get my phone, because, yeah, just let me get my phone. My first instinct, I don't know why. I get my phone, and I want to record it, and then it sees me, and then it runs, like, it moves away behind like a bush. But I can still see it, it can still see me, and it keeps checking, like, okay, that thing's still there, and then it ran away. But I don't know what direction. I can't breathe. I hold my breath back, but it's still short. Because I keep thinking, if I get out of my room and there's a family of baboons because they were a lot, what am I going to do? And I almost cried. I called my sister, and I almost cried because she's like, just breathe. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that right now because I haven't been this close, like, in a very long time. I haven't been in, like, the same proximity with one of them in a very long time. I didn't, yeah, it just caught me. It caught me. It really got me. So I'm gonna call the reception to be like, please send someone over so they can walk with me to get breakfast because I'm not gonna miss breakfast for a damn baboon. I'm really not. I'm just scared. Like, I can't see it anymore, but I'm just scared I might bump into one. Because my room, can you see? My room is like facing the wilderness. So I don't know. If one came, that means there must be more somewhere else. But anyway, let me not make myself hyped again. Let me not. Okay. I'm gonna call the reception, like I said, and see if they can send someone to come get me.